from the jump. Right when he got drafted, it was clear that was a place he wanted to be. And you think that's where he's going to be for quite a long time. They've got a nice player, Cade Cunningham. Jackson misses, gets his own miss, pops it in. Well, 258 Clippers.
You know, what impressed me about Cade Cunningham is when he and Jalen Green faced each other, Houston versus Detroit. Jalen Green, to me, was out to prove that he should have been the number one player chosen. If he won the game, he won it. Cade Cunningham was all about the defense by his feet, but he was doing. It was all about trying to make winning plays for his team to be successful. And that was the difference between the two. That made me, what reiterated to me of why Detroit chose him as the number one pick in the face of their organization. And that's not taking anything away from Jalen Green. He's going to be phenomenal in this league, but the mindsets of the two are totally different.
You see Jerry West talking with Cade Cunningham. You're old enough to get this reference, I hope. Jerry West is like E.F. Hutton.
When he speaks, everybody listens.
Well done. Look at that.
Come on, bro.
What a team we make, Jim
Hey,
Jackson.
listen, it's like this. Like American Express. All without it.
Torres comes away with the rebound, 82 to 58, 122 to play. In a rough third quarter, really for both teams, Clippers were able to break it open to a 29-point lead. The Pistons have battled back. They each tied at 18 here in the quarter. Clippers just 7 for 21. Pistons 6 for 19. 10 fouls called, half of which came in the first 2 minutes of the third, and the two teams have never really been able to find the rhythm ever since.
Yeah, it was choppy from the beginning, coming out of the half with the fouls, the turnovers.
Kennard for three.
Surge.
What a great position inside, but can't convert on the second effort. The rebound knocked out of his hands, ultimately out of bounds. It'll stay with the Clippers. 107 remains in this third quarter.
Well, just like we were talking about Marcus Morris, kind of his activity, Surge has been the same way. Here, people get the offensive rebound, got denied, but in position on defense to either block a shot or influence a shot. You know, you like to see it. I always look at players when they come back, their body language and how they move, how active they are when they're on the court.
Diallo, the runner. Ibaka, the rebound. 82-58, under a minute to play. It'll be Clipper ball to start the fourth quarter. As much as we enjoy watching Paul George, I will be very happy if he only plays 40 more seconds today. We have to run through the tape. George going to help him do it here. This is on the three. It's one of those days for him. He's only 5 for 17 yet. I mentioned this earlier. The Clippers have had a 29-point lead. A whistle foul will send Frank Jackson to the free throw line for Detroit.
Yeah, but you know what? This is when the numbers do lie. Because you look at that and say, Paul George doesn't play again. You say, well, George didn't have a really good game. Well, yes, he did. He didn't shoot it particularly well. His ability to set his players up, his teammates up, like being a facilitator, is why they were so successful early in this game and established themselves. So, kudos to you, Paul, for not forcing the situation, but allowing your teammates to carry the burden of scoring early, which they did a great job of.
For the record, Paul George plus 20 so far this afternoon. Jackson makes both free throws, 82 to 60. 4 seconds separate the two timers. We'll take the lead in the fourth quarter. The question will be by how much. George gets a screen from Surge, who runs down the lane. Kick it out to Morris, intercepted.
Oh, great hustle.
Deflection recovered inside by Lee, and he lays it in. Plenty of time for the Clippers, but good effort there for the Pistons. George at half court, splits a pair of defenders, clean look for three. And that will do it. Clippers led by as many as 29. They take a 20-point advantage into the fourth quarter after this.
The play of the game presented by Secret Site. And now it's time for the Michelob Ultra Fast Break. Our contestants will begin in their ultra courtside seats. They will then race to complete 5 push-ups, grab a basketball, dribble through the Michelob Ultra bottles and then complete 5 box jumps. The first one to dribble back through the Michelob Ultra bottles and make a layup wins. Now, let's meet our contestants.
Thank you, Mr. Eric Smith. Clipper Nation, I'm down here with our contestants, Eric and Tony. Guys, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! We're starting with 5 push-ups. Make sure you get your chest to the gas. All the way down, dribbling through our Michelob Ultra bottles. Okay, we're traveling. 5 box jumps. Tony with the lead. Tony, we're going to grab that ball, dribbling back through our Michelob Ultra bottles. Eric, come on now, man. Make sure we're weaving through. Ending with a layup. Made it look easy. Congratulations, Tony. You, our winner. We are hooking you up with a t-shirt and some money to spin at the... Eric, you lost, man. Maybe next time. Thank you for playing the Michelob Ultra Fast Break.
Combination, I am in section 115 and 116. And you know, Detroit goes to the line and they miss 2 consecutive free throws. The entire arena is going home with a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. So you guys got to be loud. You got to be making noise. CliPeRs, put your hands up. CliPeRs, everybody stand up.
Those were the images of the game, how it started, how it is going. Clippers lead by 20. I mentioned heading into the break. Clippers have led by as many as 29. I was hoping for a starterless fourth quarter. Eric Bledsoe will be out there, but hopefully we've seen the last of Paul George, who has logged 29 minutes already before he had a mountain of minutes here in the month of November. Man, inside a graceful glide and a finger rolls it home. Terrence Mann now with 13.
Yeah, but good recognition of his zone defense that the middle was wide open. He got the pass from Surge. Able to complete it inside, and Hartenstein right there with the man-sized rebound.
Kennard comes up firing in transition. Diallo with the rebound. Luke Kennard here this afternoon, just 1 for 4. Lee, beg your pardon, with the rebound, backs it back out. Since Talbot won since November 17th. The first trying to get back into the win column and protect the house. Jackson. Kennard.
Stolen. Saw that.
Diallo coming all the way and lays it in.
Yeah, you know, and I feel for these distance players because I've been there. My second year after I only got my first year, we only won 13 games a time. So that's about an average of 2 games a month you win. No matter how hard you play, what happens, it just doesn't work out. I've been there, so I feel for these young men. Other than tonight.
Kennard frees himself and knocks it in. Luke Kennard with his second basket. I asked Coach Casey before the ballgame, I'm like, where are you trying to find points of success? Obviously, the wins are going to be few and far between. Where did you find, hey, we're getting better? Even though you weren't winning games, you might have been scoring points, but from a team standpoint, were you able to see the little things?
No.
Hey, we're getting better here.
See, you got young players, a lot of young players who are growing. So you can see incrementally how they get better. We had some older players mixed in. So that judgment was a lot more difficult to figure out. You know what I mean? So it is such a different time. We looked like we were getting better than we weren't. I think your case will be able to judge that a lot more with this group because of how youthful they are.
A couple of players hit the deck. Clippers unable to take advantage. Kennard under pressure from Diallo. They're not going to stop playing.
Nope. And that's the mark, too, of a team that wants to get better because you can easily hang your head and be deflated and not give the effort. But again, I think having a coach like Dwayne Casey and the coaching staff for this young group will pay dividends in the long term.
It's the third youngest roster in the league. Dwayne Casey showing the versatility he has on the sidelines. Toronto coaching teams that were hoping to get to the finals with the Raptors with DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry. Now he's kind of in a reverse situation teaching and building. Judging by how hard the Pistons play seemingly every night, he's got their ear. He is the easiest coach on the sideline to cheer for, just 100% class. Meanwhile, Serge Ibaka leads it in. He has 9, 89-64 Clippers. Good moment here for Ibaka to get, again, more reps out there. See he and Isaiah Hartenstein together. See if they can workshop this a little bit in real time. You have to carve out time for Isaiah Hartenstein with the way that he has played in the first 18 games for the Clippers. Here's Hartenstein, played back to Kennard. Quick trigger three.
Well, and also, too, this is almost like a practice session because you don't go time in practice to really get a sense and feel of how it'll work. So you're kind of evaluating in real time in-game scenarios here with Hartenstein and Ibaka.
Diallo for three, no, and a running rebound corralled by Man. He does not have numbers. Pistons get back. You see Luka Garza, middle of your screen. Naismith, the one-winner, second-round pick for the Pistons. Drive and a dish to Kennard. Rhythm dribble, brings a three, offline.
Good shots.
Good shot by play here in the game. Kennard is 2 for 7. But again, I agree with you. Good looks, he's not turning them down, as we saw at times last year, which was a reason why he was limited with his time on the floor. Diallo, the runner over Hartenstein, doesn't go. Diallo playing with all the energy here. Likes to lose ball once again. Clippers lead 89-64. Josh Jackson for three.
Josh back at home. He's from the Detroit area. From Detroit, I believe it is. Why look at me?
I was nodding to our camera.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
I was thinking that we were on the air. Oh, how about Hartenstein? Change the subject.
Yeah. Change the subject.
Josh Jackson went to the Harvard.
No,
the Midwest.
No, he did not. The Harvard of Midwest is Miami University.
That's not Midwest.
It is too. Miami of Ohio.
Pop quiz. When you went to like McDonald's, you ordered a soda, right? You said, "Give me a soda, give me a Coke." The soda machine, right?
Right.
Pop. I just tricked you right there. In the Midwest, it's called pop.
Soda pop.
Not soda.
Soda pop.
No, pop. I just tricked you right
You
now.
said, did I get a soda from the soda
Because
machine?
I tricked you. A true Midwesterner would say it's pop, Brian.
That's true. I won. You won the argument, but not the case that it's still in the Midwest.
So Terrence Mann, meanwhile, by the way, we'll go to the free throw line. Counted and a foul.
How about Terrence Mann? 10 rebounds. 15 points right here.
I just can't have him on the floor enough. I just think every time he's out on the floor, something happens. You've got a few of those players, which is a great thing for the Clippers. But Terrence Mann, a double-double, 16 points and 10 rebounds for Ty Lue. And the Clippers, 94-69. Josh Jackson controls for the Pistons whistle foul. Are you reeling from that?
I am too, because you really set me up on that, because we always called it pop.
You did. You just said no. You just called it soda.
They did.
Who's gay?
You know, them guys. Them people.
Garza, very skilled player for the Pistons. Inside, Lee misses. Hartenstein with the rebound. 94-69. Clippers control. They've led the entire way. Bledsoe got the party started early for the Clippers. 11 quick points in the first quarter. Man, whistle. Foul against the Clippers. The ball goes back to the Pistons and sends us to timeout. Pop a break if you're at home. 6:41 to play in the game. Wah, 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 wah.
If you're not making noise, you can't get one. I don't know about you, but I feel good. We got Clipper Spirit. I don't know about you, but I feel good. I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Build. Chill. Ciao.
Come on, Chuck. Chuck, keep on the 200s. TR section.